My name is SoulsReaper, and I send this message to anyone out there, refugee among the stars. We are here. We are waiting.
Hey y'all, welcome to SoulsReaper Healing. Today we are going to do, I should say this evening, we're going to do a reading for water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I was going to do this reading a couple days ago, and just didn't feel like it was time yet. Water signs have had some changes going on. I know in that reading there were a lot of fives. The change card was out. A couple other different ones, but they were all basically pointing to change, a lot of transformation. So so I just did another spread tonight, see how the energy has changed for water, and it's changed significantly compared to the last time. There was a lot of orange as far as, the different cards that I have out, because I have the numerology, oracle, guidance, soul's journey, sacred geometry activations, black moon astrology. Those are the ones I use, and then I'm also utilizing the beautiful creatures tarot, just for a little clarity with the spread. So let's go ahead and get started. The first card out was 39, romantic love. Sorry if y'all can't see it very well. It's kind of got the candles going, and just feeling kind of like this is the energy right now. Water signs. Maybe a little bit of retreat energy. Healing energy, definitely, because, healing is out here. We're constantly, constantly healing, guys. When we heal a certain pattern, then we then realize that there is another pattern, So, I'm going to go ahead and read you what this card says for romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Now, water signs, some of you may have been on a journey for a while that you have been by yourself. Taking time to yourself, not really trying to push forward in romantic relationships because you were really doing the work on yourselves, focusing inward, and possibly, just focusing on your everyday life. But really doing the healing, and love being the highest of all, that's, most important. Self-love, and we understand that now. I'll go ahead and go to the next card that came out, which is the number 48, which is Yod, Destiny. This card is all about change. And usually, because I read this card, and it's an intense change, chaotic change can be. But I do also feel like, this is a transformation that, another transformation that we're going through, where we've had some realizations and we're actually moving out of those and into a new version of ourselves, getting closer and closer to the authentic self. And releasing. And I was going to say this when I started out. The song that I heard in my mind before I started was Stevie Wonder's song. I just called to say I love you. And I was hearing that playing in my head when I was shuffling the cards. So, if any of you have possibly heard that song lately, or because the music card is out here, a lot of you are possibly receiving messages through music. Another thing too with the music card being out here is, and it also being in number 5, music is very healing, and a lot of you know that because of the different frequencies that we hear, and also certain messages we can receive through music. But I'm getting ahead of myself here, guys. I'm sorry. Just kind of channeling through on what's coming out. But the next card out was the music card, since I was talking about it. It's a 32, which equals a 5. It's orange. The next card that came out of the numerology oracle guidance is a 66, which is a healing, and that's blue. And I'm really feeling, this is, with the blue, it just reminds me of water. And water signs, I feel like we have been going through kind of like a roller coaster of emotions. Some of us a dark night. I'll go over here real quick. With the sacred activation geometry, underneath the bottom of the deck was a 7, crown chakra. And it's purple. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. So, that it can be a message in itself, and can just mean, that a lot of us are learning this, how to transmute, and shift the energy. Instead of staying in the energy, we're learning how to transmute it and release it. Bottom of the Black Moon Astrology Oracle was North Node, which is also a 5, and it's life's purpose. Most of you know this, if you watch tarot or any other channels. A lot of people, not a lot, but there are some readers out there that will talk about your North Node. Your North Node in your birth chart is very important because it helps you to find out what direction you need to focus on for your purpose. It'll kind of, and you can Google it, you can look it up if you don't know for sure, to look up, look on your birth chart and find out where your North Node is. And it will, give you a description of your North Node. Let's say your North Node is in Aries. You can just type in North Node in Aries, and there'll be a couple different pages that it'll show you. Just kind of go with the page that you're drawn to. Read each title and just go through it. Just go with the one that you feel drawn to look at, and it will point you in the direction of the things that you're here to heal, to push forward onto your life's purpose. Now, the 3 cards that came out for the soul's journey was forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Hopefully you can see that. but it came out right underneath this music card, and they're both orange, and there's oranges and purples going on here, and you know, purple's crown. I'm trying to remember which chakra is orange, excuse me. Orange is the sacral, which I believe under crown was sacral. Nope, solar plexus, then sacral. So, you know, alignment of chakras, cleansing, clearing of chakras, a lot of healing going on. And, well, before I get to that, let me go ahead and finish these, kind of giving you an idea of what came out, because I shuffled each one as I was meditating, and I always go with the cards that fall out. But this one in the middle, I kind of feel like is the center, you know, the focus, the focal point. This is also subconscious. So this may not be something that you're mentally aware of because it's subconscious, but most of us are kind of to a point to where we don't feel afraid to get deep into the subconscious, especially water signs where, you know, water is in motion, and we do like to delve into our emotions and down into the depths to find out truly what's going on, you know, what we need to work on, where we need to focus our attention. And this card came out, the trust card. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So we're becoming more trusting of our own decisions, wants, desires. We're trusting our path, trusting the things that we love to do. We're following our heart, you know, with opening the heart chakra, which a lot of us have done that within the past probably 6 months or maybe more. Some of you may have done your heart chakra work before then. But we are now trusting our guidance, the guidance that we're being given, and the guidance from our own higher selves. The next card out is service. I feel good when I can help others. And this card came out, and it's underneath the healing card. That one's a little harder to see. It's yellow. But I really feel like there is, like I said, there's a lot of changes. I know personally I have felt a lot of roller coaster type emotions, but a lot of change has come from that, because it's giving us the ability to see, especially with this Aquarius moon, it's shining a light on a lot of things that we have not necessarily faced or have really wanted to see. Some of us subconscious didn't realize that we weren't trusting in our own intuition or trusting in our own inner guidance, and we're possibly blocking some things that we still needed to heal. And with a lot of that change, a lot of those things that we were coming to an understanding and a realization of, we're trusting in those messages that we're receiving and the guidance we're receiving, and we're following that to this life's purpose, because I feel like that's kind of the message that we're getting here, not only with the life's purpose, but also we're being prepared. We're in a preparation stage to, you know, with that destiny card, destiny and life's purpose all being right there in a row, and then imagination being underneath it. You know, this was on the bottom of the deck. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. Basically, you know, letting us know that we're stepping into our imagination more, being more open to it, because we know in order to step into the life's purpose, we have to be in a state of creative bliss, a creativity, you know, being open to new things, because a lot of us will have to make a lot of hard choices to step into our life's purpose. Sacrifices have to be made, and it can be a little scary. But we know that once we do this with this romantic love, crown chakra, and spiritual partnership, I'm sure some of you can feel this. You know, you feel that there's something changing, and you know it's for the better, even though it may seem a little chaotic and a little scary at times, because we don't know what's next. So it's a matter of embracing this new energy. And with this, like I said, romantic love, crown chakra, and spiritual partnership, a partnership is coming in. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be, I mean, it does show romantic love, but not all of you. Some of you romantic love, some of you maybe not. Some of you it just may be a business partnership, or basically any kind of partnership, because it's going to be a teacher and student experience. So it's for our higher good, and it's for our spiritual growth, in order to grow further and to embrace this life's purpose. I really feel like this is a very important partnership that's coming in. Like I said, whether it be romantic love, or whether it just be a partnership, work, friendship, anything like that. And someone to assist, to help on this part of the journey, to get us into a space of seeing, this last piece, kind of like this piece of the puzzle that we need. I'm seeing that card in my mind that went. I did a video, and I don't remember how long ago it was. Can't remember which card it is. It's in the Good Tarot, but there's keys hanging across the top, and I think there's like 5 keys. But I just got that in my mind just now, for when I was talking about life's purpose and that last little piece of the puzzle. But I feel like this partnership, or whoever this is coming in, is going to help us, and not only are they going to assist us, but we're going to assist them on this part of the journey. The other part I get with these here, and I'm sorry guys if I jump all over the place, I just kind of go with where I'm drawn to. But with this forgiveness card being underneath music, I really feel, and also healing and service. When music, like I said, is very healing to all of us. When you can listen and sing and dance to the music, it heals our body. And a lot of people don't realize that, or don't even understand that, but it's different frequencies and things like that. The movement of the body, and that healing allows us to step into this forgiveness. Sometimes songs, will help you to be in a state of forgiveness, and releasing any old patterns, to where you have held on, or we have held on to, like it says, harboring resentment. If we've been holding on to any types of resentment, listening to music can assist us in this, in being more forgiving. And your guidance, your guides will give you certain songs that'll apply to what's going on in your life, if you pay attention to what songs you're hearing, what numbers you're seeing. Were you thinking about any certain thing when this particular song came on? It's just something that you should honestly pay more attention to. I know I've been paying more attention to songs that I receive, how they apply in my life, what possibly is that particular song trying to tell me about either something that I need to work on or something I need to face within myself or something that I need to do as far as forgiving myself or forgiving someone else. Um, Also, self-esteem issues, trust issues, those kind of go together. Um, but I really feel like there's just so much healing going on over here and then this one, because to me, it kind of seems like they're giving us guidance at what can assist us in these areas, like forgiveness. Music will help us in healing this aspect that we may be struggling with at this time. The same thing with this healing card and service. The service card, I feel good when I can help others. And I don't know how you guys are, but I know when I am able to help someone, I really feel like it's healing to me. So when we are able to give and assist others, and it doesn't just mean people, guys. It can be animals. It can be insects, butterflies, anything. I mean, anything that you're being helpful in is healing to us, and it's also healing to them, whether they admit it to you or not, or whether they thank you or anything like that. That honestly doesn't matter. It's more of how you feel within yourself, and when you are giving to others, it assists in your own healing. Because it also allows us to see the things within ourselves that maybe we haven't yet faced. Like, I was saying with the spiritual partnership card, we become the students and the teacher. It's a give and take. People help us to see things within ourselves that we haven't yet quite seen or don't want to face, and those will be put, in plain sight if we have been either refusing to see those things, or if we have been, it could be subconscious, something that you're not necessarily aware of, and you'll continuously get signs over and over again until you understand this, until you step into whatever that is that has been affecting you. It can be an old program, an old belief. A lot of us throughout our lifetime, we act out, what we grew up around, what we were raised to believe, and that's, kind of, as we get older, we start looking at things different, having a different viewpoint, different perspective, and start looking at things to heal ourselves and breaking those beliefs, those patterns, and getting to the root of the issues and actually facing ourselves and looking within and saying, okay, well, what is it what is me? Where am I in all of this? How do I step more into my truth, and trust my wisdom, my inner voice, and really look within myself and see what it is that I haven't yet faced, or what it is that, I have not forgiven myself for. But honestly, I really feel like with this, I feel just the intensity of healing. And music is playing a very significant role in this spread for water signs. I know when I was shuffling and getting ready for this, I was feeling a lot of heat, and mainly like on my arms. I was feeling a lot of heat on my arms, and I was feeling tension in between my shoulder blades, and I think some of that is we have the Destiny card there, the Yod, and that tends to be a little bit of an intense energy. It's changes, and some can be chaotic, and that tends to get people a little feeling the tenseness within ourselves. Those of us who are empaths, and the majority of you on this channel are empaths, we feel that energy, whether it's your own or someone else's. So be mindful. For me to say that makes me feel like I'm supposed to let you guys know that you need to be mindful of the energies around you, because I feel like we are very sensitive at this time because we're more open. So be protective of your energy, be protective of who you share your energy with, but also, use your discernment, um, because we're at a space now to where we can see more clearly and have that sense of knowing, trusting our feelings, how our body is reacting when we are around certain people, places, things, and if we're trusting that guidance now, we are actually stepping into this Aquarius energy and being more open to the possibilities, because we know that this is the pivot point in time when we step into our North Node, our life's purpose. And I feel like water signs, we've been working toward this for a little while, and I'm sure we've had some stagnation moments, some times where we question our inner voice, and now we're past that to a space of better understanding. Now, the four tarot cards that came out from the Beautiful Creatures Tarot was the King of Wands, leadership, the Paranormal card, curiosity, the Hierophant card, morals, and the Page of Pentacles, reliability. And the King of Wands, fire sign energy, right before the Aquarius energy, I believe was a Leo energy that we stepped into with the 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal. It was definitely fire energy. But with that King of Wands leadership card and the paranormal curiosity card, I feel like a lot of us with that King of Wands we're stepping into that energy, or have stepped into that energy of the King of Wands, exploring our passions, being more open to the beauty that we see, around us, instead of, the things that we don't sometimes hadn't paid attention to in the past. Just every little thing that we see outside is beautiful in a new way. And that is the passion of the King of Wands, seeing the beauty in things that we did not see before. The paranormal card, curiosity, it's a balance energy. It's when we are seeking answers, the best place for us to go is always within ourselves to find the correct answers. A lot of us do use oracle and tarot cards to help us with that guidance. But the paranormal card can also be, it can be a negative too if we're using it for other purposes. And instead of going within and really searching our own soul, trying to either seek guidance outside of self, and we've learned that it doesn't normally work out the way that we think it's going to work out, especially if we're not trusting our own guidance. So I feel like that's what that's saying there with the King of Wands and the paranormal curiosity. It's telling us to, embrace that passion of the King of Wands, and stepping into that energy, and to be curious, about the new ventures and the new things that we have out there that we can leap forward towards, with our life's purpose and using the imagination. The Hierophant there with morals and number 5. I do feel like water signs, some of us have been looking at possibly the religions that we grew up in, maybe getting a better understanding of our own beliefs, our own beliefs within ourselves, not beliefs that we were taught or raised to believe, but we're actually looking at our own beliefs and questioning those things and wondering, and to me, this, and I read a little bit up on this, her description of this, But if you can see that card, she's an angel in the middle, and then she has two people on both sides wearing solid black. And it says with this card that she is a guide to the two people in the back that have lost their faith, and she is helping them to find their faith again, their faith in themselves. And so I feel like this is saying that, you know, we're also next to this Page of Pentacles. We're being asked to step into not a traditional like Hierophant. I mean, you can, some of you. I mean, some of you might be stepping into a preacher type role. Some of you can be stepping into a traditional type of religious background belief, but more so for, because that is who you truly are and what you truly believe within yourself, and not something that was imposed upon you. But I believe, I really feel like with this card, these two together, that it's saying that we're stepping into a more of a healing, like I said with her, you know, she's the angel helping them to find faith. So stepping more into a service, and I just happen to see that yellow, the service card, stepping more into service to assist others, and that's what this Page of Pentacles is a small offer. So you may have a certain situation come up to where you're being asked to step into your healing abilities, or being asked to step into, you know, whatever your profession is that you is your life's purpose. Being asked to step into that, and we don't have to go all out, you know. It's just baby steps, guys, little steps at a time. And a lot of us have been doing that, even though some of us with a lot of fire have, you know, kind of like, okay, but getting better, you know, at it, you know, as far as not trying to take things too quickly, because we have learned that when we jump into things all willy-nilly, it doesn't always have a great outcome, and then later on we're like, man, I should have just like took my time, thought about that a little bit better. So it can be a little bit of that, just being, because Page of Pentacles, you know, it is a small offer, but you know, the card says reliability. It is a reliable, trustworthy offer. And it's also saying, you know, make sure that we are making the offers, you know, if we're assisting others, we're also understanding that when we do this and we assist others, that we are in turn assisting ourselves. We are in turn healing ourselves when we do that. And that was also brought up in the reading. The bottom of the deck over here was the Seven of Wands and bravery. And I know some of you probably know the Seven of Wands in the tarot is the man standing there with 6 wands around him, and then he's holding like the 7th one in a stance to where he's being protective. He's standing up for, you know, himself, or he's protecting himself or others. And not backing down from it, just standing up for what is right. And I feel like that's what that Seven of Wands is saying related to the tarot here, is, you know, offering to assist others in whatever your particular life's purpose is, taking it slow and making a small offer. But also with the Seven of Wands, it's saying, you know, also maintaining the appropriate boundaries, protective of your energy in the right ways, you know, with discernment. that is what I have for your water signs. The numbers that came out in this reading was a 12. Well, that's a 39. I mean, any of these numbers can mean something to you. So if you've seen them repetitively or something, then this reading may apply to you. 39 and a 9 and 3 is a 12, which equals a 3. 48, if you see that number, or 8 plus 4 is 12, which is also a 3. So we have 2 3s there. The water card is a 6. The North Node card is a 41, and then 4 plus 1 is 5. Music card is 32, and 3 plus 2 is 5. And then the healing card is a 66, and 6 plus 6 is 12, and that also equals a 3. So we do have 3s on the board. And then crown chakra is a 7, and then spiritual partnership is a 27, which is a 9. So if you're seeing any of these numbers, this reading could possibly apply to you. Or if the title resonates, which I don't know what it is just yet, but that is what I have for you guys this evening, and I hope it helped you in some way. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and you're able to sleep well. Pay attention to your dreams, guys. You may have a message in there. But I will see you guys soon. Bye.
So what now, new subscribers? We to be two immortals locked in an epic battle until Judgment Day and the trumpet sounds, or you could surrender.